Hey YouTubers, and welcome to week 35 of my pregnancy vlogs. And week 35 for me completely changed so many things. My body changed so much in that week. It was pretty crazy actually. What happened was, at the very end of week 35, I had my assessment for the hospital. So I had my week 36 birthing centre assessment. If you don't have a birthing centre where you are, basically it's a place that is a lot less clinical. It's a relaxing section, usually in the hospital. It's a ward all on its own, and it's peaceful, it's calm. All the midwives are trained in aromatherapy and massages. They have massive big birthing baths there. You can put nice relaxing music. The lighting is all down low lights, which change different colours, and it's a lot more cold. Well, not colder, but it's a cooler atmosphere. And as soon as you walk through the doors, it's so relaxing and beautiful. But obviously you need to be a very, very low risk there, because you can't have epidurals there, you can't have C-sections there, and I think the most they can do is give you pain relief in the form of the injection. So if you want anything more than that, then you actually have to go on a proper maternity ward. So I've really, really, really wanted to go to this birthing unit, because everyone that I know has been there has had, well, one person said that she had a painless birth. Another couple of my friends have gone there and they've had hardly any pain relief whatsoever, a little bit of gas and air, that's it. And they had trouble-free pregnancies. So the atmosphere and the environment that you give birth in, I think, completely can change your birthing experience. It can be from a very clinical, scary, terrifying, painful experience, and going into the birthing centre, I think it would be the complete opposite. So I had my assessment, and we were a little bit worried first of all, because it said that your placenta can't be more than, I think it's 5 centimetres or millimetres, 5 centimetres away from the opening of the cervix. So I think that's right. So on my notes it said that my placenta is actually less than 5. It's actually 4 something. I think it's 4.5 centimetres away from my cervix, which basically means that the placenta is a little bit lower down than they would like. The midwife phoned up the hospital and said, I'm extremely low risk, I've had no problems whatsoever, and they thought that the paperwork was that they should have changed the paperwork anyway. The midwife thought that you could it's okay if the placenta is 4 centimetres away. Any less than that, obviously, that's a risk, apparently. But she thought that the paperwork was wrong, it should have been updated, and luckily the hospital said that it was all fine, it was okay. So I've got the all clear to go to the birthing centre. So just as long as I actually give birth between weeks 37 and 40, then hopefully the birthing centre should still see me, and that will make for a fantastic birth. Or that's fingers crossed. Another thing that we found out about at the 36-week assessment was that my baby has now dropped. So her head is actually in my pelvis now. So they call it quickening, or they can call it lightening, or baby dropping, or engaged. they say that the baby's engaged. That's what it means. It just means that the baby's head has just gone into position, and the midwife said that she's as far down as she possibly can. So when you're in labour, she doesn't have to actually come drop down. I don't have to worry about that. She's already there waiting already. Which explained a lot, because in week 35 my hips were agony. They were so bad. You get these sharp pains, like just shooting pains like lightning, going through the very top of your hips. So just where your hips connect to your leg, in the pelvis, you'll get sharp pains. And then also actually sort of around the front of the sort of crotch area where your pube line is, that's roughly where you get a lot of pains. It's like period pains, but it's a little less crampy, and a little bit more sharp. So I've been feeling a lot of that, and also I look like I'm walking like a penguin. And it's all because the baby has moved down and just made everything a lot more painful around the hip joint. It's made me be a lot less with the acid reflux, and it's also stopped with the heartburn as well. So I don't vomit in my mouth as much, which is nice, and I can actually eat foods a little bit better without being in pain and my heart really hurting and everything else. So and also I can breathe just a little bit more. I can talk longer without getting out of breath, which is great. Not that I talk an awful lot apart from on these videos. So that was mainly what happened in week 35. It felt like my body just completely changed, and it was really the end part just sort of hit me in the face, and I thought, wow, within a couple of weeks or a few weeks I'm gonna be giving birth, and the baby is just doing her thing and getting ready for that. So that was quite scary. It meant that I had to make sure that we've got things getting ready. So we've got our buggy now, and needed to sort out Moses' basket. We're getting more things in from family and friends as well, like blankets, baby grows. My mum is knitting quite a lot now. She's knitted booties and mittens, little things like that. And also my partner's mum, she's knitting as well. So she's knitting hats and other things, blankets and stuff. And she's bought a book which has got some of the most cutest clothes and hats and things in, and they're actually really pretty cool. Like wolf ears, like a jacket and stuff, and it's just like I just can't wait to put that on our little girl. So that's going to be really, really cool. I did start getting a bit worried as well, because I know that America has had a bit of a cold spell at the moment, and I'm worried that it's going to snow here and we're going to be snowed in, and I'm not going to be able to get to the hospital, and that's worried me a little bit, because I have just focused on going to that birthing centre and having a water birth and having this peaceful music and swaying to the music and just letting nature do its course. And I have fears that I'm going to be here at home, maybe on my own, maybe not, giving birth, terrified, not knowing what's happening or going on. And I've had quite a few little fears like that actually recently, a little bit of worry, and it's taken my emotions a little bit by surprise. But I'll talk about that in my next video. So that's it for this week really. The baby, according to my baby app, is about 46 centimetres, which is 18 inches long. And also the baby is 2.5 kilograms, which is roughly about 5.25 pounds, something like that. So the baby is almost at a nice size, you know, a safe size. So I'll show you my belly now, actually, even though that I'm technically today 39 weeks pregnant. You'll get to see what my belly looks like at 39 weeks pregnant. So I'll quickly show you, just because I don't want to end up going into labour in the next couple of days and not be able to show you how big my stomach was. So this is what my belly looks like at 39 weeks pregnant. So I'll just move you a little bit. Okay, so from the front and then from the side. So yeah, the baby has dropped, and if I just pull this down a minute, you'll see that it looks a lot longer down here. So that is 39 weeks. Quite lucky as well, because once again, the only stretch marks that I have are here, around my belly button, and the only reason I've got stretch marks there is because of my piercing that I got when I was 16. I took out in my early 20s, and it's still there. So my belly is stretched to such proportion now that yeah, I've got a couple of stretch marks there, which I have put oil on. I've put bio oil on it, and occasionally cocoa butter after I've had a shower as well, just to moisturize it. I haven't been putting any lotion anywhere else, and I should do. I know I should, but I'm just terrible at doing those kind of girly things. I never moisturize or, you know, really do that sort of pampering stuff, and I realised that I really should at this stage. But anyway, yes, so week 36, there's a few things that happened there, but that was more emotional, and I'll kind of tell you a little bit more about some of the things I experienced in week 36, and I'll try to put that up as soon as I possibly can. So thank you ever so much for watching once again, guys. Sorry, I've blabbered on a little bit. And yeah, that was my belly at 39. Sorry that I haven't done my belly for 35, 36 week, or 37 or 38, but I just haven't gotten round to it. It just hasn't happened. So yes, I will put my next video up very, very soon. So thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.